Hello everybody, what's going on? Andrew here, and man, just getting this to open up and run okay was quite the adventure. You see, if you might notice, we're already at Bleak Falls Barrow. That's because I recorded the first episode, which I'll talk about just exactly what we're going to be doing with this Skyrim playthrough. But basically, the game looks beautiful on my end, but when I would look at the footage, it's choppy as hell. And that's not cool. So thank God that my roommate, he's Mr. Technology. So he helped out. We figured it out. Some computer lingo, and looks like we're going good. Crossing fingers. So anyways, Skyrim. This game's awesome. Can't believe it came out 4 years ago. But the point is, I play this game in Elder Scrolls games, particularly a lot. And I figured, why not share it with everybody? Why not, just come hang out. Just have a good time, have some shenanigans, and we'll just go from there. So I just want to say I'm using a couple mods in particular. I used the Live Another Life mod, which I guess is irrelevant now, but it's pretty much a mod that lets you choose other ways to start besides the vanilla, caught on the border, going to, Helga and execution thing. And then I'm also using the Ordinator perk overhaul. As you can see, there's way more constellations in each skill line. Basically what that does is it takes the vanilla, and instead of just doing more damage or zooming in or something like that, it gives you more options, a lot more options. It just kind of makes it feel more like you're getting better at a skill, because I mean, that's exactly what it is. I don't really enjoy making god characters that, everything's 100 and, they're pretty much, Akatosh walking among men. I don't like that. So I figured, why not take the time, take the perk points, take the leveling, and focus on a couple skills. That's a little more realistic in my opinion, So this character, his name is Syn, S-Y-N, that is. He is an Imperial because they're the best. He is a ranger. Now, I'm kind of going for the, Lord of the Rings-esque Strider type ranger. So, he'll use a bow, he'll use a sword, some light armor, maybe a little bit of alchemy, but he cannot cast magic. So, I'm kind of like limiting myself because I think it's just a little more entertaining, and it makes my playthroughs more enjoyable and more unique. Now, Bleak Falls Barrow, this is part of the main quest, I suppose, but I am not going to be doing the main quest. All I want to do is just get far enough to activate dragon encounters, because I feel like Skyrim without dragons, well, it's not Skyrim. So we're going to be doing that, and then I suppose we'll just, have our adventures. But ultimately, there's two things I would really, really like to do. One of them being the Dragonborn DLC, because I really like the idea of, Mirak, the Nega Dovahkiin, if you will. So we'll be facing off against him because he's an asshole. He steals your dragon souls, and I think it's, to be honest, a really good story. And another thing I want to do, there's a mod called the Forgotten City. I'm so sorry I can't remember the name of the modder, but it's just an amazing mod. It's so lore friendly, it really works. So I would love to play through that as well, really show off his mod to the world, because I think everyone who plays Skyrim, on PC of course, should download this mod, because I think it's just such great content, and it's a twist. But you know what, we'll be able to talk about that at a much later time. So besides that, without further ado, let's just enter this ruin and enjoy it. Oh yeah, another thing I want to mention. I'm not going to be really picking up just random loot. I don't want to do that this playthrough. I mean, mind you, I'm going to pick up gold, maybe soul gems, or, gear that I might swap for my current gear. Sure, I'll pick that up. But I'm not going to be running around with like 10 steel cuirasses, just because I feel like for this playthrough, that's not what he would do, this ranger, That's not what he would do. Plus, I'm an Imperial, so I suppose I'll be getting more gold. If you didn't know, that's a passive for the Imperial race. You can find more gold and drops and loot and whatnot. So I guess that comes in handy. Plus, with alchemy, with dabbling in alchemy, I'll be able to make a bit of coins. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm not trying to be Scrooge McDuck this playthrough. Yeah, you know what? I'm not letting you take the easy way out. You're gonna fall to my blade. So I'm also not gonna use a shield because I feel like a ranger is, did Aragorn use a shield? That's pretty much what it is. And I'm not. This is not, a Lord of the Rings role play or anything like that. I just like that idea, the Lord of the Rings-esque ranger. And I guess while we're just getting all these formalities out of the way, forgive me, but I'm not really role-playing my character. I'm not, gonna be talking in character or anything like that, but I'm gonna more or less play as if, how he would play. Mind you, I'm not gonna be eating or drinking or needing to sleep or imposing anything like that. I mean, that's fine if you enjoy that kind of play style. But I don't really feel like doing that, so it's kind of gonna be like a hybrid role play. We're gonna leave a lot up to the viewers, you guys, and myself. We're just gonna take this journey together, because that's what I think this adventure is gonna be all about. Because I've played Skyrim by myself for countless hours. This is more of a communal thing. And man, I wish Skyrim had a hotkey system, and I'm sure there's a mod for it, but I don't know. I just think that'd be really cool. Breaking the web by shooting it. Oh, I missed. Can you just imagine how terrifying that would be? I mean, I don't know about you, but that spider is bigger than my car. Just take that in for a second. I mean, to be honest, Arvel's kind of chill. I mean, besides saying, "Don't let it get me," I'd be screaming bloody murder if I was in his situation. Alright. You know what? Alright, take that, you big arachnid. You damn bum. Alright, Arvel, you know the drill. I want that claw. Bear, moth, owl. Alright, and you know what? I suppose I will level up. Let's see. Now, there are still vanilla perks mixed in, to do more damage and all that stuff, but there's a good balance with this mod. Hunting bow. So, this game has so much memories for me. I can't believe it's been 4 years when it came out. I remember before Skyrim launched, I got a Game Informer back when I still got Game Informers, that is. I think I just went out of my way to make sure I got the Skyrim one. And my good friend came over and we were just poring over the magazine, be like, "Oh man, I wonder if they're gonna do this, or I wonder what this could mean." It was just a lot of fun, kind of just imagining, oh, what could this new Elder Scrolls game be all about? Because we played the crap out of Oblivion and dabbled in Morrowind a bit, but man, were we excited for Skyrim. And I hope whenever Bethesda announces Elder Scrolls 6, because at the time of this recording, March of 2016, we're in the dark. I know they're working on it because it takes time to make these games, but there's nothing but speculation right now. There is a rumor that I heard from Elder Scrolls Off the Record from Quest Gaming Network. Great Elder Scrolls shows if you're into that kind of stuff. They were talking, you know, there's rumors on the internet, I guess, that they might announce it at E3, but I don't know. We'll find out. Oh! I love using that trap. And fun fact, actually, that trap will kill any Draugr, even the Draugr, Death, Superman, Greek god, Adonis, Lord, will be killed in one hit if you lure them into that trap. It's hard to tell which Draugr are real and which ones aren't. I think this one's real because it has an axe. I don't know why I'm relying so heavy on my bow in close quarters. Die, you Game of Thrones ass White Walker punk. I don't know. I really like the Draugr in this game. I think they're cool. The whole idea of it. I guess lore-wise, the Draugr didn't always look so rickety, so to speak. I guess for hundreds of years, basically the dragon priests, if you'll humor my my abundance of lore, the dragon priests had them pretty much buried here in order to tend to their temples even after they were gone. And I guess, correct me if I'm wrong, but they looked just like, you know, indistinguishable from people. The only difference is that they would sleep, and I guess their soul energy or something would, I don't know, there was some kind of tomfoolery going on. I can't remember it all off the top of my head. But point is, they didn't always look so wrinkly. That's just cool magic of the ancient Nords. Alright. Huh. We should have a level up. Oh, we already have one. Let's see. Maybe we'll beef up our bow as well. Yeah, really considering downloading a hotkey mod. That might come in handy. Because I'm really not using magic or anything, so just switching between those two real fast would be a streamlined way to do it. Alright, rise and shine, buddy. Yeah, another reason why I don't really wanna, you know, do a playthrough of the main quest, because as you can see, I've done these dungeons and quests just so many times. I kind of want to do something different, and this will be more entertaining. I mean, I feel like if you're on YouTube and you type in Skyrim playthrough, it's gonna be the main, like 9 out of 10 of them are gonna be the main quest, and I feel like that's been done before. Your time is valuable. I want to give you guys something a little different if I can. Yeah, we're gonna be swimming in gold soon enough, just by the boost in gold we find. Alrighty. I think we're almost in the other room. Yeah, because there's that Draugr that casts a big shadow. Whoever he may be. Oh, there he is. I always thought that was cool. Come on, we got this. Hell yeah. Another thing that's handy is Skyrim. your health, along with your magicka and stamina, of course, regenerate. Now, this is something interesting because in Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, if you guys have ever played it, which I'm sure many of you have, it's a great game if you haven't, the only thing, if I'm not mistaken, that regenerates on its own is your stamina, which I guess at the time was called fatigue. Now, in Oblivion, they changed it a bit because your magicka. Ooh, wow. Speaking of magicka, if only we could use it. Your magicka regenerated along with your, as it was still called, fatigue, but your health was still static, which I guess was interesting. You'd have to sleep or rest or, you know, wait, whatever they called it then, in order to heal. But in Skyrim, all three facets of your livelihood regenerate over time, which is handy. You definitely notice. I mean, you don't notice it when it's there, but you definitely notice it when it's not. You know, I've been playing some Oblivion as well, just because, you know, I love that game, and you got to get back in the habit that your health will not naturally regenerate, and that can really damn you in a fight. Because I mean, sure, my health's not regenerating that quickly, but it's doing something. All right, let's see. Bear, moth, owl. We're almost done with Bleak Falls. I always like the idea of Elder Scrolls games having a type of starter dungeon to kind of help new players, you know, test their mettle, get them used to how the rest of the game will be. I think it's a good idea. And if people don't like it, they don't have to go inside of it. Like I know in Oblivion, you know, forgive me, I might reference Oblivion a lot. In Oblivion, right after you exit the sewers, there's an Ayleid ruin right across the lake called Vilverin, and that was pretty much the Bleak Falls Barrow of Oblivion. In Morrowind, I have a lot less experience with Morrowind, but I think right by the Silt Strider outside of Seda Neen, there's another type dungeon. It's just a good idea. All right, let's put this bum down before he gets up. Oh, this guy is powerful. This guy is nothing to scoff at. I don't know why he's just standing there. But now he's on that Tim Tebow grind. Yeah, that is satisfying. Nothing more satisfying than that kill cam, especially the ranged kill cams. You know, most definitely the ranged kill cams, actually. Just because it's cool, just as, like, especially with a crazy long shot, you just knock your arrow, you let it go, and boom, you follow the arrow right into the enemy's neck or what have you, and it's just very satisfying. Alright, and we are out. Now, I must confess, you know, I guess to myself, because I'm sitting in my room talking to myself, but you know what I mean. I want to confess that this is a lot of fun. I've never really done this before. You know, around 2 years ago, I used to kind of like dabble with YouTube videos, you know, have a little fun on my little laptop, but I never really had the means to play these games that I love and share them on YouTube with all you guys. You know, I wasn't able to do that, and I always told myself, oh man, you know, I would just love to try my hand at it. And it is so satisfying. Oh, wow, that is pretty. It is so satisfying finally being able to do that. I'm just really in a good mood right now. Life is good. All right. Now there's one thing that, if I have to regret, one thing that I didn't get to show you guys because of, like I said, the technical difficulties with my software, was right up ahead is a cabin called Anissa's Cabin. Now, I never knew this in all my years playing Skyrim, but I stood right there, right on that little balcony, and I could see her just sitting there. And I just took a couple pot shots, and I actually was able to hit her. Now, mind you, I'm not going to talk up the story because my third shot hit her, sure, and she was at half health. Then I spent maybe 20 shots trying to hit her. When I finally came down here to collect all the arrows, this whole place was just like a porcupine. But it was cool. I mean, you'll have to take my word for it. Oh. I will be damned if that is not a Dark Brotherhood assassin. Oh shit, it's not. Tallscar the Wanderer. I hope he wasn't a good guy. Oh, he's a bard! Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Stop. He is pissed. Look at his face. I mean, I don't blame him. He's just wandering around and suddenly he gets attacked. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to do this. Alright, you know what? You made this personal now. Skyrim belongs to me just as much as it belongs to you. Oh, yeah, we'll level up. That always comes in handy. Sorry, Tallscar. Didn't mean to do that. But you left me with no alternative. Wow, that was... I thought he was a Dark Brotherhood assassin. Whatever, I guess that's part of the... It's part of the adventure. Things don't go as planned. So basically, we need to head to back to Riverwood and return the Golden Claw to... What's his name? Lucan Valerius and his sister Camilla, if I remember correctly. God, I think nighttime in Skyrim is way prettier than daytime with the lights. That just, look at everything kind of has that tone to it. That's just gorgeous. Man, this game aged well. Very well. Like, I can only imagine with Elder Scrolls 6 how gorgeous that's going to be, because this is amazing. I mean, just the landscapes alone are to die for. Alright, the Riverwood Trader. It's open for business.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
Ooh.
We are done talking about this.
You tell her, Lucan.
I don't know what you overheard, but...
Funny thing, actually, if anyone's ever played Fallout 4, which is another great game, this voice actor that plays, you know, many characters, but in this case, Lucan, he is also the voice actor that gives his voice to Nick Valentine from Fallout 4. It's kind of funny, I guess. Bethesda likes to have repeat business. I think it was really cool when I figured that out.
Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament. Solid gold.
I wonder how he got the claw in the first place. I feel like we never asked that. Like, how did you get this?
You found it. There it is. Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
So now basically he likes us enough. He likes us enough to give us some stuff. So like I said, we're not just gonna take random things that we don't need. So I'm gonna rationalize this. He's giving me some supplies and some food for my journey. Thanks, buddy. So like I said, I'm not really playing an evil character. I didn't mean to shoot that guy. I really thought he was an assassin. Now I'm not playing a, you know, goody two shoes either, but this ranger, you know, he's not a real society type, Sin. He's not a real society type, but beneath his facade and his roaming and his wandering, there is a sense, you know, that this world is good, and even though it's full of bad things, this world is good, and there's, you know, there's a little something in there that just keeps him human despite all the bad things he sees. So he's the type of guy, when he rolls into town and people might look at him and he's dirty and he looks kind of dangerous, and the higher society types might talk down to him, but he kind of just chuckles to himself, thinking, you know what, if that's all they have to worry about, then life is good. And if this sounds familiar to you, I guess you could say it really is based off the Rangers in the world of, you know, the Lord of the Rings, how they guard the Shire and Bree, and how these people, as Aragorn says, I think in the book actually, you know, they give us crude names, and you know, they scorn us, but they don't know that within a day's hike there are enemies that would, you know, make them shit themselves. I don't remember the exact words, but I just think that's kind of like this character too, you know. He roams the wilds, but I don't know. You guys will see. Oh, now there's that giant. That initiates the Companion's questline. I don't really want to do that, to be honest. I really do not like the Companion's questline that much. I think it's okay, but I feel like the idea of the Companions is cool, and the lore of the Companions is just phenomenal, but the questline itself was kind of meh. And you just shot an arrow at me. That is not cool. Yeah, I feel like they could have fleshed out more the Silver Hand versus the werewolves, and I don't know, I feel like the Companion's questline kind of started off as, you know what, we have this axe called Wuthrad, and, you know, it's sacred to us, and we want to collect it. You know, spoiler alert, but it just became more of like a revenge questline. It didn't really feel like a factions questline to me. So, I don't know, that's my own opinion. Khajiit.
The roads of Skyrim lead to many dangers.
Amen to that, friend. Amen to that.
Take a look.
He looks like a happy cat. Alright, so we'll sell our old gear. Yeah, we'll sell our old gear. We don't need that. You know what? We'll save that for a rainy day. Get rid of that.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Thanks. You too, buddy. You too. So anyways, we are almost at Whiterun. I think this is a good place to... I think this is a good place as any to end the episode. This was a lot of fun, like I've said. I don't know. I didn't expect this to be that fun. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and, you know, I'm not gonna give you the whole YouTube spiel like, oh, subscribe, like, comment, share, you know, tattoo this, you know, thumbnail onto your channel, like, all. I mean, if you like this video, click the like button if you want to. If you want to share, you want to subscribe, you know, you're free to do that. It's much appreciated. But all I want is just to have fun. If you guys want to come back and have a good time, I'll be here. So
Halt. City's closed with the dragons.
thank you guys so much for coming by. I really hope you enjoyed it. It's going to be a good time, and I'll see you around. Take care.
Till next time.